What do you think people expect a teenage boy to be like?
I guess dangerous sometimes. Not expressing your emotions sometimes. Maybe they didn't have the right people to say it to, and they didn't trust the people that they might be able to say it to.
Pretty funny, good looking.
If you don't look the best, you can't get a girlfriend or something. There's a lot of pressure behind that.
Do you think that's something a lot of young men feel is important?
Yeah, I bet a lot of young men would think that was quite important.
You're either like a roadman or a farmer, there's not much in between.
Exciting, a bit stressful sometimes.
Difficult, rough. It's also fun.
There's less opportunities, I guess. In a big city, there'd be like so much range of stuff you can do, whereas here, it's quite small.
Some of the pressures that young people are really vocal about are pressures that everyone is under. So there are pressures around harmful gender stereotypes, unrealistic expectations, managing their feelings, complex news, how to be critical thinkers in a world where you're fed really, really strict narratives about what masculinity is, what femininity is, and how people are supposed to be.
The social sort of expectation to be sort of like manly in a way, and to look a certain way and to act a certain way as well. Not taking too much care of your appearance.
There's a lot of pressure, to have girlfriends as well, because you're not seen as maybe normal if you don't have girlfriends.
Like a teenage boy is supposed to have a lot of friends, or be popular in schools, and then fitting in, I guess. So you want to fit in, you want to be normal.
So some of this online messaging is really framed and fueled by sort of older ideas. These ideas where boys have to ensure they keep their place. They are expected to stay as the man in the house, as the strong one, as the one that sort of deals with and suffers in silence maybe.
What's the phrase, a good man, mean to you?
They do loads, help around, do as much as they can, Try not to just stick to one lane, try and do other things to help the world, so yeah.
Someone who knows what's right and knows how to act, knows that they can show emotion, not just be kind of masculine, stereotypical man.
Do you think there's an expectation on role models to be perfect?
No.
No?
Why not really? No one's really perfect. We're all different.
If a friend asked you for life advice, what would you say?
I'd tell them what I know, but I don't know everything.
Always being there when you want them to be with you, just having a laugh, going out and doing things that you like, really. Making sure you're okay and checking up on you.
So who's responsible for fixing it is a really complex one, because partly we need to kind of interrogate how we got here. How have we got to the position where we've got fixed ideas of masculinity, where we've got a harmful set of gender stereotypes that are entrapping everyone? And we also need to think about who's got the solution. And it's very easy to say that falls to schools, that falls to relationship, sex and health education, and that we can consent our way out of this. But actually, there are so many more humans in young people's lives. If all the grown-ups can be coming from the same positionality and giving those young people consistent messaging so they feel safe and they understand their boundaries and they've got a voice and they've got a choice.
Thankfully, over 25 years in health teaching, I see some brilliant behaviour by boys, and always have done. There is a real kindness to the way boys act, the way they look after each other, and the way they harness the energy that boys have, that often obviously is seen through sport or through theatre or through music, anything that just drives boys on. And so I'm really, really hopeful.
It's okay not to fit in entirely. You being different is you making another normal. So yeah, for someone else, if they can look at you and see themselves and as they're normal, they can fit in.
Being a good person overall, looking after people, making sure everyone's okay, just to make sure it's fair and equal to everyone.
Traditionally, it would probably be a man who goes out, makes money, supports their family, works, but probably modern day, maybe someone who can support their own sort of feelings and emotions, who can support themselves as well as others.
Maybe look outside the box and think, doesn't matter if you don't look the best sometimes.
Doesn't matter what you look like to be a good man.
No, I'd say could look like anything and still be nice, be a good man.
We have to be hopeful, and I am hopeful because this can change, it should change, and there are so many people leading that change. Young people leading that change, incredible young people. And actually, if we can harness the power of really, really like intense peer connections and how adolescents have got the power to influence each other. Those brilliant boys can impact the people around them and move those behaviours forwards to a way more comfortable space around empathy and connection.